Three, two, everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
Major.
And I'm Tubetacular Tip.
And
Tube-tacular
today
tip.
we're talking about episode 5 of House of the Dragon, season 3.
Absolutely.
Another
But first,
filler episode.
I want to shout out to the country because Zeitgeist Zealots has become the first official podcast in the United States of Israel. So thank you for having us. We really appreciate that. Woo! Integrate our militaries. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So speaking of
hey, it's almost like NATO.
Speaking of integrating militaries, let's talk about House of the Dragon. Season 5 or season 3, episode 5. 6. 5.
I know, Major, you wanted to review the Doomsday trailer, and I was unenthused, but I did see the new Clayface trailer today, and it was interesting.
Was it better than the first trailer?
I think anything's better than the first trailer.
Yeah, the first trailer was not great.
I think it was better than the first trailer, at least, but that was a really hard feat. But we'll see how this does. I think it's...
I mean, at $40 million, it's going to do well. If you have the Batman IP behind it, or the name, the license, whatever, and then you only spend $40 million. Now, granted, you know, something like Obsessions only spent $750 million, and I think like Backrooms was like 1.5 or whatever. But sure, we'll spend $40 million on a horror film, but it will like inevitably make a profit, most likely. It would be hilarious.
It's cheap enough, and I think it's like following. I mean, I looked at the trailer. The plot's pretty predictable. You know,
what's Obsession? I've heard Backrooms, but not Obsession.
You haven't heard of Obsessions? Obsession is the #1 movie of the summer, and it just came out on streaming Peacock. So guys, comment down below if you want us to review the movie. Maybe we will, because I'm gonna watch it now that it's on streaming. I did royally mess up by not seeing it in theaters, but that's okay. That's my fault.
I didn't see it in theaters either.
I saw Moana in theaters. Thank goodness. I have my priorities straight.
Well,
nice.
What if I told you? What if I told you it was a very jarring experience that you see Moana,
The Rock with no nipples?
Well, first off,
are you scarred?
The Rock was actually the best part of the movie. I thought he was going to be the worst part of the movie. I thought the female actress, maybe the CGI, the natives, the songs, I thought that was going to be the best part of the movie. It sucked. They ruined it all. It's a heartless fucking cash grab. But The Rock was actually pretty good in it. So that was very weird. So I saw that on a Friday with my family because my daughter loves Moana. And she enjoyed it, and that's all that really matters, obviously. But the next... So... very important.
Wait, but did she even understand what the heck was going on?
She loves the songs. Yeah, and she goes, heart. Yeah, she loves the heart, the feeling. Yeah. Oh, she's a smart 2-year-old, I'll tell you that. Yeah, she gets the plot. But I tell you what, after seeing everyone being like, oh my gosh, Moana, it's so great. I love how they respect the heritage and the tradition, and like everyone they cast is like Polynesian or whatever. And it's like, awesome. Now let's go check out the most epic Greek tale of all time, if not the most epic tale of all time. And they cast, what, one Greek? Right, so they had like a
Major,
whole cast?
They cast a bunch of Polynesians so they could pay them like $2 a day. Well, it ain't about staying with the ethnicity. It's about cost saving. It's like, well, look, these people can live off of $2 a day. And they saved all their budget for The Rock.
I don't have a response to that. You might be right. That would be hilarious.
I mean, I know the truth, and the truth will set us all free. I know the truth.
If I know Hollywood doesn't go one movie without ripping off minorities. But
yeah, exactly. Got to rip them hard.
So Hollywood's praising the Moana live-action remake a heartless, soulless cash grab for being authentic for the tradition and culture. But then, like, the next day, like, I go to see, like, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Which, side note, I hate that. I hate you, Christopher Nolan. Your Odyssey was so different. So fucking different from Homer's Odyssey that now, for the rest of my life, I will always have to... Everyone will always need to distinguish between Homer's Odyssey and Nolan's Odyssey. Because those are two very fucking different tales. But...
And we all know which one's better.
Yeah, Homer.
Homer Simpson.
What's crazy is
Homer
that
Simpson's Odyssey.
Chris Nolan based his Odyssey off of the adaptation from Emily Wilson, but then Emily Wilson saw the movie and she came out and did like an interview with like a big crowd or whatever, an auditorium, and she hated it. She was like, "What the fuck happened? Like, Odysseus isn't a hero; he's a sad sack here." Yeah, so like when you piss off, when you're Christopher Nolan and you piss off everyone by going with a destructive feminist adaptation, and you adapt the adaptation, and then the adapter comes out and says, "What the fuck did you do to my piece of literature? What did you do to my work? Dude, you fucked up. You fucked up so hard, Christopher Nolan."
Who was Odysseus in her version?
She described him as being more heroic.
No, but did she do like a movie?
No, she did an adaptation. Or a translation.
Mm-hmm.
She did a feminist translation. So like, where original translations would be like, this is one of Odysseus' slaves. She would change it to like, this is an Odysseus' maiden, or something like that.
That's lame.
Got to cut that too, mate. So,
slaves were part of civilization for thousands of years.
So let me ask you this. Criston Cole. No, we open up season 3, episode 5 of House of the Dragons with Criston Cole raiding camps.
Yeah, they're going guerrilla warfare, and they got the. I don't think Cole's going to survive this season, and they're really just trying to like stretch out his storyline, even though there's like so little to do with him at this point in the show.
What if he's the only one who survives?
I mean, considering how much the showrunner hates George R. R. Martin now, or their feud has reached pretty high levels, it would not surprise me just to piss off George R. R. Martin, just to have Criston Cole be the last person living.
This show
at the end of the series.
Oh, they would do it out of pure spite, and I think they should. This show sucks. This show sucks so hard that the only way I can think of they could redeem this television show is if they go way off book, way off script, and then what they do is they turn Criston Cole into this Dark Knight character, and then he eventually takes the throne. I know, like, if he just slaughters everyone, he slaughters the Hightowers, he slaughters the dragons, he slaughters the Targaryens. I know it's way off book, but like I'm saying, this show sucks right now. That the only way I can see this ever being redeemed is if Criston Cole goes scorched earth and is successful. Besides that, who cares? God, I hate Alicent. We're going to get into this. Alicent's like the worst woman in the Seven Kingdoms. All right? Quickly followed by Rhaenyra. Like, none of these people are cool. None of these people are good. Daemon's kind of baller this episode. Let's get into it.
He couldn't prevent the gold cloaks from being killed. He's kind of sucks.
No, he couldn't. But he stopped. He did not leave. He did not abandon them. And that's why I think it's really cool. Like we'll get into, I guess, some notes later on.
They killed that one guy, way too prematurely, because literally just had to keep him alive.
Yeah, what are you talking about? He still has a whole nother eye. You could have learned a lot more from him.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he die?
Tortured. And then
he said he was the only one killing gold cloaks, and they idiots believed him, and they killed him, and then there's more murders. Murders inside the.
I love that they're Boy Scouts. The Gold Cloaks always go in pairs of 2. I think it's either Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts.
Didn't help them.
Did not help them at all. You're absolutely right, Forrest. The fact one guy's no, I'm slitting throats and cutting bowels. No way.
Yeah. I think they were very stupid to leave him, but
it's also really stupid.
It's kind of like Aemon.
He's getting paid in gold coins that aren't even. He's getting paid in gold coins that aren't even in circulation. Like if you were a merchant,
I know,
and you walked up to me with that gold coin, I'm like, the fuck? I mean, it's gold. I'll buy it.
Well, you can melt it down.
Yeah, I guess maybe. But that's not real currency. What are we doing here?
It's like the Confederate graybacks, or whatever they call.
Graybacks.
Yeah. So.
They were called silverbacks. No.
Not greenbacks. Oh my gosh,
so,
all right, so moving on quickly, we discover Aemon still in Harrenhall, to literally no one's surprise. Like, all we get
she's just a liar.
Yeah, this white bitch is like, hey, no, he's not here. He left a long time ago. I'm going to keep his childish, lean body all to myself. I'm going to lay in bed with him while he's sleeping. I'm going to be super creepy. I'm the witch. Oh, and then she turns into Batman for a second. Like, these three guys, like, try to...
the bats?
Yeah, she summons the bats, and then, like I just imagine, like, her just, like, sprinting, like, off stage as fast as she can while the guys aren't looking.
So wait, are they hinting at a DC Universe collaboration with House of Dragons?
I mean,
come on, baby.
It is owned by the same parent company, and they both deserve to burn. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. But you know who is taking good advice, and that's Rhaenyra, because we see in the next scene that she bought some cats for the rats. So that's nice. And then we see one of these servant snitches, or as Emily Wilson would call them, maidens. And she obviously goes and tells the Mistress of Whisperers that the Grand Wizard is going to go see Alicent to give her some abortion tea for Helena.
Wait. You said Grand Wizard?
What's his name?
Oh, I'm detecting collaboration with the Confederacy.
Oh, sorry, Grand Maester. My apologies, Grand Maester.
I was going to say Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Who wrote
might be coming on?
That's terrible. But no. So this leads me to what I was talking about earlier. Alicent is just the worst person in the Seven Kingdoms. Not only is she just the most utter bitch of all time, she betrayed her kingdom, she betrayed her sons, and blah blah blah. She tried to get her sons killed just to protect herself. Now she's trying to flee. And Helena seems to be a little bit of a problem. So props for, like, trying to keep your daughter around, not just going off solo. But she spends the entire episode just trying to, like, convince her to either kill her unborn children or to abandon her born children. And just those two just GTFO out of here. So the absolute worst, even Helena hates it. Like 4 or 5 times Helena's like, no, don't make me drink the tea. Which made me think.
Oh, that she had to because...
If that, later on she gets confronted by, Alicent wanted Helena to drink the tea, so to abort the baby. But then later on, she gets confronted by the Mistress of Whispers. I'm not going to learn her name. She fucking sucks. And she's like, oh, what is this tea? Drink it. And then, like, Alicent just has to drink the abortion tea, like, in front of her. So, looks like we're going to have a Targaryen heir in the future. Ooh, I hope there's not a sequel, because this fucking show sucks. But it made me think, if this abortion tea didn't exist, like way back in season 1, none of this bullshit, none of this drama would happen. And I know George R. R. Martin would never give, like, an anti-abortion allegory in his life. But I think the showrunners accidentally did. This is a good reason why to have kids, so we won't have this kind of bullshit in the future. Like, the last thing we want is just women not being tied down by children. The last thing we want is women running around free.
They need to make adoption legal in the Seven Kingdoms, because I think, like, the who was the king who died?
Those poor bastards
who didn't have any male heirs. He could have just adopted a guy.
Yeah.
And then boom, that's theirs. None of this, like, what is this election bullshit where they elected Viserys over the other woman.
If you
are the Targaryens kind of like the Democrats now?
The Targaryens should have been more like Angelina Jolie and just randomly adopt kids.
No, they're commies. I mean, look how broke the Targaryens are. Look how broke that. They got no gold. I know.
Rhaenyra was like, "Where's my gold at this episode?
Where's my gold at?"
Well, with the abortion thing, they're kind of channeling that Democrat energy. Sounds like.
Yeah. So
drink the tea.
I wish Matt was here because I think his.
I know. I said that to offend Matt.
No. I just think his favorite scene would have been with his new favorite character. So, you can call her boss ass Rhaenyra, or call her bitch ass Rhaenyra, whatever. It doesn't matter. Rhaenyra. But We get to see.
Rhaenyra.
That's a typo in my notes. My bad, guys. Rhaenyra is walking down the hall, going to her small council, and there's like this new old woman here who's apparently on her small council. I never caught her name, but she's just mad. She's like, "What do you mean? Like you're offering up my castle to any hedge knight who kills Aegon Targaryen or Aemon Targaryen?" And it just made me laugh. It's like, I don't know who you are, but like, it's hilarious. Like, this bitch is like, I'm going to give up your castle and I'm going to make you sit on the small council. But then she comes in, and Matt's favorite character, the Master of Coin. While the adults in the room are having these serious conversations, Rhaenyra, Daemon, the Grand Wizard, whatever, the other guy, they're all talking. And then,
the Grand Wizard. Major.
Sorry, Grand Maester. What did I say? Same thing. He's over in the corner, just like whispering in her ear, trying to fill her in on all the background story. And it's so funny. And then like Dame just like snaps his head over, and they're just like, okay, I'll stop. But it's really, it seems, it's some fucking personality in the TV show, finally. I miss it. I miss the show having personality. Forrest, any thoughts?
You know who does any personality? The White Worm. She's a terrible actress. So, you know, I didn't go to the London Academy of Dramatic Art, obviously, but
no.
Yeah, I think her acting, her delivery is just so wooden. I don't know if like English just isn't her first language, but I just like cringe every time she's on the screen because she has these really long wooden. Yeah.
Should we drown her like a witch?
I was about to say maybe she has what's the disease where they turn to wood, or no, they turn to stone. What is it? Stone skin?
Oh yeah. HIV. No. The stony
Westerosi
scales.
equivalent of that.
The stony scales.
Scale skin.
Yeah, because if you touch it, you touch it, you get infected. It is the HIV.
Okay, her acting was stony. I guess that would be the word to say.
Yeah.
So maybe she has grayscale.
Grayscale. That's what it's called. Like, there you go. You're in the zone.
Like in the what do you like behind the episode like extra they have? It's like the guy was like, we're real excited to have these two characters finally interact, like Alicent and what's her name, Massaria. I'm like, they're the two most boring characters in the show.
Oh,
you know,
girls get it done. Forrest, don't you know?
You should keep them far apart. Oh yeah, I loved Alicent's arc in this episode: drink abortion tea and then get lost in a tunnel. Like great.
First off,
you really made her character interesting.
Try to convince your daughter to kill her unborn baby, and then part 2, try to convince your daughter to leave her born baby behind. Remember, she was like, "Oh no, don't bring your child. They'll cry while we're trying to escape." Their chairs
in this one.
Yeah, and then like the mouse, like our cat, like shows.
I'm sure a man read this episode though, right?
It's terrible, bro.
Yeah. We'll.
That reminds me of the MASH episode. Remember?
Yes. Oh, yes. That MASH episode. You know, one of the MASH episodes that lasted longer than the actual war.
I remember that one.
The finale.
Oh, I just remember Gilgan's finale. To be honest,
the baby was really a chicken.
I blocked it all out.
Yeah, that's. I literally cried. I literally cried
during MASH's finale.
I know, not a very funny. Not a very funny episode.
It was the single least funny episode of MASH. It literally made me cry.
I might need to watch it. Sorry. Yeah, I just saw Gilgan's Island finale.
Yeah. Yeah, it was almost as if the Korean War wasn't funny. That's right. It was. Yeah, you need to watch that.
Almost.
I cannot.
It's not as funny as the War of the Dragons, which is not funny or even interesting. So, but we know Ormund Hightower is the one behind the gold cloaks, and they killed the one dude who could have given them more information or pointed out more assassins. But you know, the show's written by idiots, and so therefore the characters act like idiots. And that's what we get.
Agree, but I would actually like to speculate, and this is sacrilege, sacrosanct, I know, but I kind of the first time I watched this movie or this episode, I hated it. It's boring. It's terrible. And I was like, House of the Dragons has officially become second screen material. But I need to rewatch it for the podcast today, and I need to take notes. And while being scrupulous on the dialogue, I actually kind of noticed a couple gems. If I might, there's a point, or since we're talking about Ormond, for instance, Ormund Hightower and his ward, who, again, I do not care enough about this show to figure out his name. Found out at the end it is the Daemon. So, Ormund Hightower and Daemon are playing team chess, and Ormond has this quote where he says, Lordy.
Fighter of the night, Ron.
Wait, oh yeah, Daemon.
I didn't put it in quotes. He says a cunning mind can resist the most savage of beasts. And then we see that Daemon the ward beats Ormond the beast in Timu chess. And I was like, oh, are we foreshadowing here? Is Daemon gonna be able to overcome the evilness of Ormond, the ass smeller? So I thought maybe, just maybe. And then I really liked, not to skip ahead, but Daemon's speech to the Gold Cloaks at the end. I was like, okay, so we can write. We have been writing, but we can do some writing. Just my thoughts. I don't want to shine a shit and try to sell you polish, right? It's still a turd. But there are a couple gems in there sprinkled, little kernels of corn that I did enjoy from the writers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens when you eat corn, though, Major?
Yeah, you shit it out and it pops up on top.
Yep.
Yeah. So which makes me wonder, if you just eat all corn, will you just lose like a lot of weight? Nah, we'll find that out. Different podcast.
No, because look what happens to cows when they eat a bunch of corn.
Good fucking point. Yeah, good. Yeah, they eat that good Monsanto corn and they get ripened fat. And then we turn them into ethanol. Put them on our cars. Let's see. We find out that Prince Joffrey returns from the Vale. And to be honest, I had no idea who that was. I had to look him up. Apparently, he's the last son of Queen Rhaenyra. Most likely another bastard from Sir Harwin Strong. So, Jesus, lady, keeping your fucking pants. Don't know why we're having to watch 3 seasons of Civil Wars. Like, can you just not have sex with the guy you're supposed to have sex with? How hard is that? But anyway, why I said at the top of the episode, Rhaenyra was like the second worst person in the 7 Kingdoms. Her long lost and only son now, right? Sons 1 and 2 died. She's only got 1 son left, and she gives him the middle finger. Like, she finds out like someone, a maiden comes up and, a maiden comes up and says, excuse me, Queen. Love that part because Daemon dips out. As soon as he can break eye contact, he's gone. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she's like, oh, Prince Joffrey's here. It would have been nice if the writers put something like your son, Prince Joffrey, but no, don't do that. Don't fucking help. Even though you took 2.5 years off between seasons, don't fucking help the audience out at all. She's like, oh, your son's here. And then Rhaenyra just goes white, even if that's even possible. So if she can even go paler than she already is. And then she's like, oh, well, I'm sure he's tired. Let's let him sleep. Like, what the fuck, dude? If I send my kid away and then my other 2 kids died, the first thing I'd want to do is fucking go and like hold him. I hate all the people on this TV show except Criston Cole. And maybe Daemon.
Well, we finally got to see Aegon and Larys. Well, actually, we saw them last episode, but we kind of got, I think, moved forward. Apparently, that one Lannister survived falling in the ocean in a full suit of armor.
Right? Yeah, then not Jason.
Just because writers were just like, Yeah, he survived. No explanation needed.
No, he's just magically there now. It's like, oh, I realized we were so close to the water, but I guess that's why they're asking for a ship to get away. Yeah, I barely wrote any. Actually, what did I?
Well, maybe they had quick release armor straps back in the day.
Quick release armor straps.
Just
yeah, they didn't. But
seems very likely.
They had, yeah.
But he quickly got his revenge on the guy who made him kiss his shitty boot. So,
Jesus. So that was good. Let's talk about that for a second. That's actually the first redeeming 10 seconds, 5 seconds I've seen of Aegon.
Anything
of Aegon, right? So like, I call him Clubfoot and Burnt Face. Okay, they were at this refugee camp. Burnt Face fucking hates the latrines. I don't blame him for that. Clubfoot's a good little foot soldier. So they try to abandon their refugee camp and they try to like make it on their own. And quickly they realize like, oh hey, these woody trails aren't ADA compliant, so let's turn around and go back home. Yeah, but before they do, they get back to like where they first lost their path with the when they got attacked on the side of the road. And all Aegon does is bitch and complain. Now, to put in a little bit of context, it was kind of nice to see. That's what I'm talking about. I think there were glimpses of turd polish among this shit right here. Because in the previous scene, you had Prince Aemon complaining to the white bitch that, like, oh, I'm so bad. I would have been so much better, but my brother, the King Aegon, had everything that I needed to succeed in life. And then you flipped like the brother, and he's like, fuck, I could have been great if I just had everything my brother had. So it's like the grass is always green on the other side. But what I really liked is that
that was it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a bit on the nose. There was like literally the scene afterward, like, man, my brother had it so good, and then like, oh, my brother had it so good, and look, I don't know. It was kind of. I think Larys just said, yeah, your brother lost an eye at the age of 8.
Yeah, and he was never gonna be king. No, Larys put the fucking like beat down on him. He fucking the first time in the king's life, he finally heard some fucking truth bombs from somebody, and it whipped him right into shape. It did. He fucking got off that wheel and started walking back to the refugee camp.
He's still gonna kill Larys for saying that though once he regains power.
What a stupid person he would be. Maybe. But stupid, but yes, I can see that. Yeah, once he gets so let's talk about this. I was gonna say Sunfire, but
although Larys did kill his brother, so he really has no leg to stand on. Well, no club to stand on.
No club foot.
So, he is. I don't think it's really room to call anyone a terrible man.
So let's wrap up this plot line real fast. They get back to the camp, as Forrest was talking about. Clubfoot is talking to not Jason Lannister, and then the king or the whoever's in charge of the refugee camp sneaks up on Aegon, goes through his bag, discovers the crown, calls him Gregor, and then for the first time in his redeeming life, he just acts like a man, just stabs him multiple times in the rib cage. He holds his mouth over. He's like finally he's fighting for his life. To be fair, he's a crippled, so you really do have to get within arm's reach to become vulnerable to him. But it was nice to see him actually do something manly and kingly for once, because he has been a little bitch boy this entire series.
I mean, he was horribly burned, so I mean, I'd probably.
Yeah,
I'd be a little lachrymose too, but I mean, I think it's a tough world they live in. So
yeah,
I'm glad he got his groove back. Like Stella.
I lost my mojo, baby. Austin Powers 4 coming out soon.
Okay, what? I hope. Yeah. Well, I think that they've been announcing that for a while now because I think Mike Myers just wants money, which is fair. We all do.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Make sure like
anything else happened this episode? I mean,
so I have this note here. Daemon and Queen Rhaenyra start talking at the Septum. She's doing some prayers, and they start talking in High Valyrian, which means you have to read subtitles. And at that very moment, I got a push notification on my phone that a 150-year-old church in Sydney, Australia had been turned into an LGBT gay nightclub. And then thankfully shut down over lots of Christians protested. The landlord invoked a historical clause ordering the venue to not, quote unquote, cease engaging in offensive trade. And then the owners could, in the article's words, could not comply with a multi-day ultimatum to alter its core format, aka core format of being offensive. They were given a $100,000 grant from the taxpayers. So I actually missed this entire fucking scene while they were talking to Valyrian. I was like, the hell did fucking Google just push to me? So I was reading about that. Good luck, Australia. You guys need it. Let's see, where else are we going? Oh, just want to shout out a third attempt rape scene at Harrenhall, trying to rape the ugly woman witch. And I think maybe one of the dragon riders was there. Not Ulf, but the other guy. Not Adam, but the other guy, not Ulf. And Aemon just showed up and slaughtered all three of them, being Aemon is Aemon. Nice. So I don't know if Rhaenyra lost a dragon rider, but that certainly doesn't sound good. But, there's something happening at Harrenhall. You guys should... I don't understand. Why were they just sent... There's like 3 sets of 3 men that were sent there. It was like, oh, no, maybe just 2. The set of 3, and then the bats got shooed away, and the set of 3, maybe that was the attempted rape scene. But still, what is going on here? Like, 3 out of 5 scenes, like, we get it. Men are the monsters. Forget the dragons. Men are the real monsters. Anyway, this is dumb. Let's see. Let's talk about the final scene. The god dang gold cloaks. I actually really liked.
Well, now they're the brown cloaks because they're.
Oh, now they're shitting themselves. Let's give you some here.
Forest.
Brown cloaks.
So, yeah. Well, luckily they didn't write like death to traitors and shit. So.
Right, for no reason. So I want to say, I don't know, maybe that's someone. I come from a middle management background, right? So I get Daemon here, and I love Daemon here, right? So he's in the small council, and Rhaenyra is like, you 2 tired bitches, go fly off. And Adam, like, rightfully sticks up for, I think, his sister, and says, like, hey, we're so tired, and we're hungry. And rightfully so, Queen Rhaenyra's like, oh, well, don't go out now. Not if you can't see and your beasts are fatigued. I'll send Daemon. And then what I like about Daemon is he's like, fuck no, dude. Like, I'll go after this, but I'm not leaving the gold cloaks. My men are being slaughtered. They're not even getting paid right now. And they're being assassinated in the streets. Now's not the time to leave. And he just gets the fuck up and leaves. He's like, sorry, I love you. You're my wife. I fought for you. You're the queen, but you're wrong about this. And I know you're wrong about this. And I'm going to go take care of my men. And I really like that. And he gave a really stirring speech to the gold cloaks afterwards. But as we find out in the end, what happens?
They send Matt Damon instead.
Matt Damon. No, Odysseus doesn't show up. No, unfortunately, the gold cloaks get slaughtered and assassinated, like their keep, gets invaded, and then there's just kind of like a Last Supper allegory as they're getting killed. They're killed and set up in the Last Supper kind of way, and then it says like death to traitors on the wall or something like that. Interesting, because Christianity in Westeros.
Definitely a filler episode, but hopefully that means next episode will be better.
You think so? You honestly think this next episode is going to be
better? Not really. I mean, I'd love to be surprised, but Let's
this is
strange. Let's hope for the best. That's really all I think that's all we can really discuss. I don't think there was anything we didn't cover.
Oh,
I mean, obviously, Cole's gonna, go out in a blaze of glory. Gawain walked off like a little bitch. He was a bitch the entire episode. So,
yeah. Well, to be fair, a bitch you just probably had a hot girl at home, right? Like, he's off being honorous. He's trying to.
I don't like leeches either, so I probably would have wanted to check out.
Probably not too, right? But he's trying to follow this honorable man, or he thinks is honorable, Criston Cole. But yeah, then he has this moment where he realizes, like, oh, like, Criston, I'm offering you a place in my castle. Like, let's go home. We're gonna get all these men killed. And then he's like, nah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to die. Like, that's when you just kill the guy. You just commit a mutiny, and then you just kill the leader, and you just take the rest of them home. The fact that Sir Gwen didn't do that then, we'll talk about it in the history books for ages to come, probably. But no, the last thing we probably say is that Helena and Alicent, through the grace of a rat-sniffing cat, find a secret passage in Alicent's bedroom. And then, like, they take one left turn, it's all blocked off, and they're like, oh my god, we're dead, we're trapped forever, the door's shut. And then, like, they just, like, turn around and, like, oh no, we just go right. There's like more passageways this way. So yeah, that's where we're left. Will they make it out of the tunnels? That's a question for Matt, the book reader, who's not here tonight. So I guess you, me, and everyone else will just have to watch in the next episode, and then we'll follow back up.
Find out. Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait, wrong show. Sorry.
Alicent and Helena will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Dragon's Day. Well, that's.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to do wait? Do you want to do a react video? We could.
We'll figure that out off air. Force one.
I mean, none of the trailers were that great. So
no, actually, yeah, we can react to it without even watching it. Avengers Doomsday looked gross.
Bad.
It looked bad. It looked
the Spider-Man trailer was just like a montage of the first three movies. So
right,
bad. And then like the Clayface trailer was interesting, but it's And
then Clayface. I mean, look, I have shaky feelings about Clayface. However, then I remember how good the Penguin was, and so now I have an open.
It's not made by the same people at all. But I mean, I think like the main attraction was like Mike Flanagan, and he's not. They rewrote his script, and he's not directing. So we'll see. I think if
I love Clayface.
Stick it to like the bare bones. Hey, he should become Clayface. Like he'll look like comic accurate Clayface, because that's the only way people would have actually gone to see this movie. They know they can't like play fast and loose. No. If they're gonna like call a movie Clayface, they actually have to show Clayface.
They have to show some Clayface, right? They can't just
They can't do deconstructed, subverting expectations Clayface anymore. Not in this day and age. Well, that's our show.
Yeah, we're gonna finish up here. I just have one question. We'll go around the table and then we'll call it off. Is the best idea right now for WB to just recreate the 1990s Batman the Animated Series, but live action? Like, how cool would that be? Just, shot for shot or close enough, like, just, inspired off of, like, what if they did that? What if HBO came out with, like, 22 episodes sounds like a lot for the first season. So let's say 10. But the first 10 episodes were, like, the 10 best episodes of season 1 from Batman the Animated Series. Would that be good? That sounds kind of dope, right?
Yeah.
This is for Dragon Ball Z?
No, for Batman.
Oh, yeah. We'll see what
no,
happens.
I never want to see a live action Dragon Ball Z. Don't ever fucking do that to me.
One.
Don't do that. Yeah, it was terrible. It was awful. It
looks pretty bad.
Don't do that to the fans. Don't do that to the actors. Because, look, I don't want to know how much test and gear you need to be on to get to Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 4. But no actor should put himself through that.
You at least need
Hemsworth advanced CGI. Oh, yeah. I guess we just put on some muscle suits like we're The Rock in Moana. Take us home, Forrest.
That's our show, everyone. Thanks for listening. I think we'll try to do X-Men 97 later this week. I still haven't seen it, but we'll try to keep our eyes open for that one. And have a good time with it. Yeah. So that's our show. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
And I'm Chip.
We usually do socials right now, but none of you fuckers are even following us. But if you want to, if you change your mind, YouTube and Instagram, Zeitgeist Zealots. X is Z Zealots Podcast. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week.